What's up, everyone? Welcome back to A Line in the Stars. I'm Jordan, and we are back today with another episode of the Fanhome Millennium Falcon build. Oh, man. We have more padded arches to do. I went ahead and read through all of our stages, and this plastic piece is actually going to be our assembly jig. So we're going to be completing a whole ring over the next couple of packages, and then we're going to be assembling the model inside of there, while basically just to support the weight of the model and make sure that we're not like straining in anything or bending anything, because we know that this model can be a little bit janky. So let's go ahead and get our parts opened up here. Go and grab our scissors. I'm also excited. I get to use my new screwdriver set today. Picked up a new magnetic screwdriver set after last month's horrible screwdriver issues. So we're going to be just setting this aside, but we're going to be connecting a bunch of these pieces. I basically now know how big I need to be, how big of a size of a container I'm going to need to get to store the Falcon now. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. So we're going to be setting this aside for this week. And then we have our inner ring. And we have our pads. Very nice, I guess. We have our next frame section, which is where we're going to be starting today. We have another ring. And then these are, I believe, feet or soft felt pads for the inside of the jig. So we're going to go ahead and keep that off to the side. And then we have some screws and a 2-hole connector here for this stage. So we're going to go ahead and get this tossed. Let me get out our screws here, and let me go grab my screw holder. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my screw holder there. I'm going to go ahead and get my screws out along with my connection piece. And then I'm going to need to figure out what size screw I'm going to need, or screwdriver I'm going to need here. So it's a Chardon set. It's like $8 on Amazon. I was pretty pleased with the purchase. And I did put the sticker with the sizes on the inside, which I kind of do regret, but let's go ahead and find... I'm super excited. I bought this like as soon as all of the issues happened, and then basically we were done building for the day. So I've been waiting an entire month to use the screwdriver. So let's go ahead and take a look at our screws. And I think I'm going to go with... Oh, goodness me. Too small. Too big. There we go. Very nice. Right in place. The right size screwdriver for the right job, the right tool. Very nice. Okay, so anyway, very important to me. So now, before we get started on doing our pads, we're going to go ahead and start assembly of our frame sections. So we have our frame section for this week, and then we have the frame section from, I believe this was from stage 16, and then we have the frame section from stage 17. So we're going to be going 16, 17, and 18. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our packages opened here. So let's get that in order here. In fact, I think I'm going to put this over to the other side, because we're going to be bringing in our completed section so far, which is starting to turn into a bit of a big boy. Okay, so now let's go ahead. And here we have our completed frame section so far with all of our hull panels, and I went ahead and just taped everything down because I got tired of everything moving, if I'm being real. So we're going to go ahead and flip this around. Maybe we should have gone ahead and done what we're doing in the first place and put this over here, there, and there. Nice. Okay. So let's go ahead and start. I'm likely going to need to grab some more of our screws, but for right now, let's go ahead and just get started. Gonna get our screw in place. In. And in. Huh. Oh, man. Proper tools. Very exciting. I need to go pick up some 3-in-1 oil for my metal connections here. Something that I should have been thinking about from the very beginning. So, let's go ahead and grab 2 more screws. Then I need to go grab a couple more. Get that lined up real nice. Alright, let's grab our next screw. And we're going to come down here to the bottom. I'm going to go grab some more screws. We'll be right back. Okay, so before we move on, we're going to take one of our connector pieces here, one of our 2-piece connectors, and we're going to put that one right here. So let's go ahead and set that in place. Grab our screw. Very nice. Oh, man. I'm loving this screwdriver already, y'all. This is amazing. Okay. Next piece in. There we go. And I'm seeing that we need to grab the other connector. And where do we go here? There, see that? There we go. I'm going to need to grab another couple screws and another connector. Very interesting. There we go. I will be right back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up the one criticism that I really do have at this point for the model. And that is the fact that their screws are not all in the same package. Like I really wish the D'Agostini had done what Eagle Moss had done and kept their screws limited per stage, because having to keep going back and finding screws is really frustrating, and it's making me reapproach how I want to do my desk here for the parts build models, just because, man, I have to keep going and finding, and it's frustrating. Although I could do my research beforehand, but yeah, just kind of frustrating. Okay, so we have our frame sections put on. Let's go ahead and take a look to see what that looks like. Alright, very cool. So now, let's grab our whole panel section here, and I believe this one fits in. How is that done? Just like this. There we are. So let's go ahead and get that one clicked into place. Very good. And let's go ahead and get... how does this one kind of fit in? Well, it looks like... let's see here. Let's grab our other whole panel piece here. I was like, wait, hold on a second. Something's not right. So now, click that one into place. And this one's going to kind of click underneath this one. And then into place. Get this one down first, actually. Yep. It clicked in as much as I can. Like, I'm curious, like, why it's saying don't cinch down, but we'll find out. There we are. Let's go ahead and bring back this piece. Set that over the top. And get it clicked into its place. And now, basically, I believe that this piece is going to fit in just like so. So there is 1/3 of the bottom of the hull of the Falcon completed. I think that's pretty damn cool. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to take a second here real quick and secure everything down. I'm going to leave this one, well, I'm going to secure it just for the sake of. I'm going to store it just like this now for the month. But make sure all of my tabs are nice and connected. I'm going to grab just a couple pieces of my Tamiya tape. And I'm just going to seal her up around the edges, so to say. Just make sure our pieces aren't moving. I'm not trying to make it aesthetically pleasing or anything like that. I just don't want to lose. Like, it takes forever to get these parts put together properly, and I just don't want to keep approaching that and keep doing that. So at this point, especially as we're starting to get the assembly jig, I'm assuming that's why, like, we're going to seal everything down once we have a place for it to seal down, which actually makes total sense to me, even if that's not the case. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Let's make sure those two are sealed together. And then I'm going to do the same thing right here. As that looks like a bit of a fragile piece, just because of the way that we don't have any frame sections put in place yet. So I'm going to do a couple pieces of tape there. And once again, I'm just sealing it in for the sake of keeping everything together. Alright, our last piece of tape here. There we go. Very cool, man. So yeah, that is 1/3. Ooh. That's 1/3 of the bottom of the Falcon completed, and I think that's pretty damn cool. That is a very large piece. I need to go get a storage tote for this. This is going to be very large. And if this is 1/3, I'm going to need to get a very large storage tote. So I'm going to go ahead and move this off to the side for this week. And I'm not sure if we're going to be doing anything with this again. Possibly, actually. Should be here soon. So let's go ahead and move this aside. All right. And now we all know what we need to do. Let's bring back our archways. Let's bring back our padded walls. And let's go ahead and grab our sprue cutters and do some work. So let's see if I can make this pretty quick. We'll be right back. You know, one of these days we'll be glad to be done with these padded walls. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our glue. And in true fashion, I went ahead and hit the deck. So let's get a little bit of gel here. It should be more than enough for what we need today. And let's go ahead and get into the inside here. can do this without getting any glue on our hands today will be a major win. Okay. That immediately popped off. There we go. And I say that and immediately get glue on my hands. We have lost. Oh my god, Jordan. You know better than this. There we are. And I'm going to try to make it a little bit easier for myself this time and grab the upside down ones first. Does that click? Some more glue. Yeah, I threw these and I was surprised. I threw like 2 of them and I'm surprised that as I throw it, they just kind of flicked off the table. But I was surprised I found them. Once again, I kind of wish that they would give us backups just in case for people like me. There we go. Oop. Oop. It got enough glue that it immediately stuck itself. There we go. Let's get some more glue. I'll be glad when these are done. Gives it a hyper-realistic effect, but, well, not hyper. Could paint these, actually. Not quite the correct color for the rings and stuff like that. I'm choosing not to. But that may change down the line. But, gives it a realistic effect, but kind of a PIA if I'm being real. Let's grab some more glue. Let's get the rest of the way. You also got some glue on you at one point. Alright, there's one of our rings complete. And there we are. Very nice. Not too bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the second one done, and we're about to call it a day. Nice. The next stage is looking like it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to be busting out the airbrush for it. Man, that's super exciting. Oh, goodness. That one went flying, and thankfully, behind my desk these days, we're able to find things, so I'm not going to go searching for it at this very second, which I may have regrets, but currently, I'm struggling getting these in here. Oh my goodness. Things are happening here today. There we go. Ugh, so many things are happening here. Much of the flash is popping off. Huh. Man. That piece popped out and I got frazzled. There we go. There we go. That's a better approach. I got a couple of these in their place. This might be a good approach for y'all too if you're taking it. Get them in their place. And unfortunately, I mean, you gotta use your fingers, but as long as you're not holding on too long, you should be fine. But maybe do one of these moves. I didn't get any glue there. But then we just kind of come through and push them. Maybe. Maybe. Huh. God, I hate super glue so much. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best approach. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Looks like we're moving along here pretty nice. I say. See a little bit of the flash from the table. I thought I wiped it all off, but I guess I didn't. Let me settle into place properly here real quick. How I hate super glue. There we are. I think we have one more of these to do, at least in this package, so we're not quite done yet, but it is just one. They're like, here, do this frame section. It'll be a super cool, easy stage, and then, oh, by the way, pads. Lots and lots of little pads. Huh. There we go. Alright, so I got 3 more on the table and 1 more underneath my desk. So hopefully I'll be able to find that one. Otherwise, that's going to be a little interesting. Well, it's around. We'll find it. To clean off our tweezers in between episodes. Ugh. Had one secured and I just sticky figured it up off. There we go. I'm going to go find our last piece. I'll be right back. And by some miracle, I found that within like 30 seconds. I have no idea how that happened. Okay. Last little bit of glue. Last little pad. And after some hide and seek, we are all complete with stage 18. I say, there we are. Let me get my super glue plastic out of the way. If you guys have a good solution for what to do with super glue plastic, like what are we supposed to do with super glue, like, please let me know. I've been really struggling with that. So, there we are. We have our 2 padded walls. And then we have our completed whole frame section. So, not a bad day's work, I say. I just want to say thank you. I know that there was a million things y'all could have done today, and instead you spent a couple of minutes with me watching me build the Millennium Falcon, which I think is pretty damn cool. If you guys have any questions, comments, tips, tricks, please leave them down below. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. And my friends, until we see each other again, I hope you all have a wonderful day in this beautiful world, wherever you happen to be. And just remember that you are one with the Force, and that the Force is one with you.